My name is Walter Fortson, and I will be discussing Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach. Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach, known as Emanuel by his contemporaries, was the second of J.S. Bach's 20 children. He was born in Weimar, Germany on March 8, 1714, with George Philipp Telemann serving as his godfather. His mother, Maria Barbara Bach, died when Emanuel was 6. Just 15 months later, in December of 1721, J.S. Bach took Anna Magdalena Wilke as his second wife. Emanuel was baptized on March 10, 1714. In 1717, he moved with the family to Cothen, where his father was appointed Kapellmeister. In the spring of 1723, the family moved to Leipzig, where, on June 14, 1723, Emanuel began attending the Thomas Schule as a day boy. He received his musical training from his father, who gave him keyboard and organ lessons. On October 1st, 1731, Emanuel matriculated at Leipzig University. Following Telemann's advice, Emanuel studied law, although he was obviously destined for a musical career. He moved from Leipzig to Berlin in 1740 to become a harpsichordist in the court of Frederick the Great. Emanuel did not appear to make much headway in the Prussian court, never becoming credited as an official composer. Emanuel's greatest achievement from these years was a composition not of music but of prose. The essay on the true art of playing keyboard instruments is an instructional exposition that combines technical advice about ornamentation, improvisation, and the importance of correct fingering. Emanuel stated in this book, quote, "More is lost through poor fingering than can be replaced by every conceivable artistry and good taste," end quote. The now standard practice of using thumbs in keyboard playing can be attributed to this book. Both Haydn and Beethoven swore by it. Its use remained widespread long into the 19th century. Emanuel served at the court of Frederick the Great in Berlin from 1740 to 1768, and then became music director of the 5 principal churches in Hamburg. He composed oratorios, songs, symphonies, concertos, and chamber music, but most notable and important were his works for keyboard. Emanuel is considered the foremost exponent of the so-called Entweinsam style cultivated in Northern Europe in the second half of the 18th century. It is characterized by surprising turns of harmony, chromaticism, nervous rhythms, and rhapsodically free speech-like melody. Emanuel died on December 14, 1788 of a chest ailment and was buried on December 19. Emanuel's many compositions also include religious music, a Magnificat, 22 Passions, organ sonatas, and concerti for flute, harpsichord and piano, organ, and oboe. The symphonies of the Berlin period are all in 3 movements, and most of them were conceived as string symphonies. The keyboard concertos, numbering over 50, represent an early peak in the genre. The first ones, like W.F. Bach's concertos, were written just after 1730. While composing these keyboard concertos, Emanuel remained faithful to the ritornello form and did not adopt dance, variation, or rondo structures. Emanuel published 8 sets of 6 keyboard sonatas and 5 sets of sonatas mixed with rondos and fantasias. His first 2 sets, called the Prussian and Württemberg sonatas, featured a new manner of keyboard writing and exerted a strong influence on later composers. These sets establish the three-movement pattern of the sonata, with the first and last movements marked fast, and the slow middle movement written in a related key.